So this is my bag of tricks, and I will pull out my questions from my bag of tricks. And I'm wondering, which ones of you are so lucky that they will have the privilege to answer my questions? First, I want to know, are there Galatasaray fans here? Galatasaray fans? Well, let's suppose that you are all Galatasaray fans. And you are at a Galatasaray Fenerbahçe soccer match. All of you. And I'm sitting in the middle of all of you. And just, the game starts between Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe. You're all cheering. You're rallying for your team. Galatasaray. And all of a sudden, in the middle of you, I put on this hat.
We beat you up.
What? Wait a minute, I didn't ask a question yet. What would you do? Okay, since you have the privilege to answer this question, what would you do?
Beat the shit out of
Okay.
him.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
1.5 minutes of beating.
I'm a Fenerbahçe fan, so...
Oh, my head is too big for this.
Okay, what do I have to answer?
That's the question, you answer anything.
Okay, so you know, fanaticism is a big issue in Turkey. Sometimes it's fun, because you can go and jump and then get all the stress out, but it's generally male dominant as well, so females unfortunately do not have that much of a part of it, but sometimes it's really bad, like between domestic teams or international teams and Turkish teams, there are fights. Minor fights are okay, also like taunting each other is okay, but sometimes people die, people get injured. So I think, it's not a Turkish problem, also English people have a lot of problems with hooliganism, some European countries, American countries. By the way, it's football, it's not soccer. We're not in the US. And I think people in 2015 should come to the point where if we're in a Galatasaray match and somebody puts out a Fenerbahçe hat, instead of beating the shit out of this guy, obviously I was joking, I would never ever beat the shit out of you, well, maybe in another case, but we should come to the point where if somebody puts his hat on in front of all the Galatasaray fans, we should laugh at this guy and jump with him as well. And that's what I try to do. I'm a Fenerbahçe fan, I watched the match between Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe, we won 2-0, and then I jumped with Beşiktaş fans. Well, that was because I was in Beşiktaş, but I was pretending that I was a Beşiktaş fan. And when they were cursing at Galatasaray, I was joining, but when they were cursing at Fenerbahçe, I was like, no. In any case, my point, this is not my point, my point is, yes, we should be civilized and friendly enough to understand that this is a game, and we have to learn from it, and we're not enemies, but we're friends, no matter what. Thank you for that.
The bag of tricks is continuing. Are you still shaking?
No, it's okay.
Okay, it's very cold outside, and you're walking. It's snowing, and you see this guy in this cold is wearing this hat. And you come up to him and you say, "Why are you wearing this hat? It's so cold." He says, "Well, I gotta protect my head from freezing from the cold." What would you say to that guy?
No, I can't say anything.
You have to come and say
No,
something.
I'm an evaluator.
Oh,
I'm an evaluator as well. Doesn't matter.
You as well. Wait, this is
Thank you, David.
So you have to protect your hat.
yeah, from the cold, wearing this hat.
So I asked him, why are you wearing this hat? This hat doesn't protect you really for the cold. He says, no, I want to protect myself for something different. And it is my super ugliness. I'm so ugly that I cannot show my hat to the outside world. Then I said, okay, but you're here amongst friends. Why don't you lift your hat? Just for a little second. So he lifted his hat, and a beautiful a beautiful head of hair comes out. A little bit weird color, somewhat orange, but beautiful. Quickly he puts his head on again and says, but I can't show it. And I said, but man, you need to be much more self-confident. Take that head off. So he takes it off. And then a girl comes by, in this case Cheatham, and says, wow guy, you have a nice hair. And then he puts it on again. But changes his mind and takes it off and says, yes, actually, I will get a very good looking guy without a hat. So let's keep that hat off. Welcome.
All right, third question. Cut the crap. Cut the crap and just do it. Cut the crap and just do it. You know the Nike slogan, right? It says just do it. So Fatma, why don't you talk to us about this Nike slogan, just do it. You want the hat?
No, I don't think so. We have a proverb in Turkish. A crazy man jumps the river while the wise man thinking like 40 times. I think this Nike slogan is just fits for Turkish mentality. Just do it. Sometimes it takes too much to think about the possibilities, the choices, but rather than taking the action, and you see the other people are just progressing in their way. So I don't know. Sometimes it's good to just do it and to see the result and learn something and then move on. But sometimes it is better to be on the safe side, checking the possibilities, and that's all I can think of.
To use this hat again. Right. Some people think that it's cool to wear the hat like this. Other people think it's cooler to wear the hat like this. But I've never seen anybody wear the hat like this and say it's cool, or wear it like this and say it's cool. It's either this or this. How do you think it's cool to wear the hat? Do you want to show us?
I don't think so. Actually, this hat can be wear this way and or this way. I actually have seen this kind of weird things, and to me, I would prefer this way because it's straight, and I like to be straight, and to me. What a strange question.
Strange people ask strange questions, right?
Yeah.
That was
And
awesome.
I always each person to
So you give strange answers.
I give you some strange answers. So nice.
Tough. Gotta have some more. Okay. Now. I got that. Not true. Okay. It's summer. It's really hot. The sun is scorching. You see this other guy. He's walking, and to protect his head from the sun, he's wearing this, like that. And you see him, and you ask, why are you wearing this hat? Can't you see it's hot? I'm trying to protect my head. What would you say to that guy, Arlene? demonstrate?
I don't know, maybe I need that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Right. Where am I? I can be anywhere, right?
You can be anywhere, it's really hot. And this guy's wearing this hat to protect himself from the heat, from the sun.
Well, I guess if you don't have any other hat, then any old hat will do. It depends on what kind of guy he seems. Is he approachable? Is he handsome? Does he seem interesting? That might, you know, I mean, if he was wearing a hat like this, and he said he's trying to, you know, protect himself from the sun, he's wearing a hat. If he's standing outside a bank and there's a getaway car,
Yes.
I might think maybe he's not trying to protect himself from the sun, maybe he's trying to rob a bank. So, you know, it's all in the moment, but I don't know. Let's imagine for, say, I'm on holidays, and I also have a hat because I'm pretty pale, and I need hats, and I need Factor 50 sun cream. And, you know, I see my, you know, pale soulmate, and he's also, you know, up the same way. He's got his Factor 50 and a really terrible sun hat. Maybe I'm feeling kind, I can start some witty banter. I can give him my hat. I've got a nice straw hat he can borrow. I can let him borrow my hat. I can, you know, just put on some extra sun cream. Who knows where it may lead. I guess the main thing is never judge a person by his hat. See, never judge a person by his hat.
Last, but not least, question. Or perhaps I should not ask it. What do you think?
Yes.
Why not?
Okay,
Yes.
I can't see. Who turned off the lights? How come it's so dark in here? You turned off the lights, didn't you? No, it must be you. Must be David. Well, where was David? Are you David? Did you turn off the lights?
No, I didn't.
wasn't. No, come on. It must be you. It must be you. Come on, tell us.
You
Who turned off the lights?
I turned off the lights.
Demonstrate.
Yeah, these hats are curious things. They're actually multifunctional, so you can use them, as Lassie said, to turn off a light. You can use them, as Arlene said, to rob a bank. You can use them if you're cold to warm your hands. You can use them as a shopping bag if you can't find one at the moment. You can use them to disguise yourself after robbing the bank and the police is chasing after you. Walk around a corner, sit down, find a bottle, dump some alcohol over you and pretend you're a beggar. So these hats, these simple hats are really multifunctional tools we can use to get us out of all types of interesting solutions. You'd never know what you could do with a simple hat. And just like a simple hat, if you are in a situation, if you are in a difficult situation where you're put on the spot, you can use this hat as a tool to allow you to get out of that spot. Why don't you put on a hat if someone asks you a question that you don't like, to answer it as if you were someone else wearing a completely different hat. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't take this for less than it is. You never know.
How much is it?
You never know what you could make out of a simple little hat.
That concludes our table topic session.
Thank you so much for asking. This was so out of the box.
Yeah. Whoa, that's me.